Next up at UFC Vegas 70, we have Jordan Leavitt taking on Victor Martinez. Jordan Leavitt's 10-2 overall.
Leavitt.
It is Leavitt, and we have this conversation every single time. Jordan Leavitt, 10-2 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off the submission loss to Paddy the Baddy. Victor Martinez is 13-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. Is he coming off the loss to Paddy Pimblett as well? Or did I just put that?
What? You think both these guys lost to Paddy?
I've got the wrong.
What?
I've got
my
the wrong.
God.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
I wish we could cut that. Oh,
He's
my God.
13-4 overall, 5-0 in his last 5. I put Jordan Leavitt's last 5 notes in the Victor Martinez section. I'm like, wait, did they both lose to Paddy Pimblett? Anyway. I hate to say it, but Jordan Leavitt's not looking too terrible in this fight. He is a throwback grappler. His wrestling's not great. He did take Paddy down a couple of times in that fight. He got his wrestling going, which was surprising. His striking is almost non-existent, but his grappling is solid. He's a dangerous guy on the ground, but he only has a 28% takedown accuracy to get it there. He is what we call a jiu-jitsu nerd. Victor Martinez is a... You don't think Jordan Leavitt's a jiu-jitsu nerd?
No.
I'm done. Why don't you do... I'm done. You do the breakdown. I'm done.
Oh, my God.
No, you're annoying as shit.
I've never seen...
Right. You're right. Jordan Leavitt's not a jiu-jitsu nerd.
Dude, he was literally just bullying Paddy. I mean, he was bullying Paddy.
Oh, so
bullying.
One fight?
He has a fight where he picked a guy up and slammed him down for a KO. That's a jiu-jitsu nerd. We're talking about people that pull guard and stuff like that.
28% accuracy.
I mean, he was bullying
and if he can't,
this
you get
dude
Paddy
in Paddy's backyard.
Go ahead.
Him up, slamming him down. I mean, he's got one of the better single legs in the lightweight division. You're going to see that in this fight versus Victor. And also, his defensive striking, the way he used it is fucking fantastic. He's got a super high guard. He used that front kick to just push you back, gets you against the cage, grabs your single, takes you down, and you do not get up once you're on the ground against a guy like Jordan Leavitt, unless you are, Paddy was able to sweep him a little bit with the weird stuff, but Paddy's a very, very high level grappler. And I know Victor, they say he's a black belt, but if you watch his fights, you can, I'm almost pretty confident that if you put me in the octagon if you put me in the octagon versus Victor, I'm pretty sure I could at least grab the back of his knee on that front leg. I mean, everyone is scooping up that single. He gets taken down. He gives up his back to get back to his feet, which is another red flag against a guy like Jordan Leavitt who will jump on your back and choke you out. I know that Victor, I said, he's supposed to be a black belt. He doesn't really use it. He is more of the power punch or the KO type guy. I don't think he's going to be able to touch Jordan. He's going to be pushed back from that front kick. Jordan's going to get the easy takedowns. I think this is I understand why people hate Jordan Leavitt because of the antics. It's kind of like the Perez stuff, the twerking, this and that. He kind of looks like a soft dude, but when he's in there, he's a ferocious guy, especially on the ground. He will throw elbows. I mentioned the KO slam. He is anything but a jiu-jitsu nerd. He will out-wrestle this guy. He will get on top, and he will
anything
get
but a jiu-jitsu nerd. What
That's 100% correct.
Joke.
You're going to see that.
The slam was against Matt Wyman years ago when Matt Wyman was on a 3-fight losing streak. It's an absolute joke. He's a jiu-jitsu nerd. Is he as extreme as Claudio Puelles? No, but he's a jiu-jitsu nerd. 100%. He has a 28% takedown accuracy. He can't take anybody down.
Yeah,
He sucks at it. He managed to take Paddy down, and then he got caught. I admit he looked good in that Paddy fight. Overall, I actually think he wins this fight. You're just annoying as shit because you do your ridiculous nonsense.
I'm annoying because I'm correct. I don't want the people to think that this dude's just going to be in there doing Imanari rolls and pulling guard. I mean, that's just not what's going to happen. Ryan Hall is a jiu-jitsu nerd. He Imanari rolls, he pulls guard, he's doing weird stuff to try and get people to the ground.
Jordan Leavitt's not that far off from that.
I don't think he's ever pulled guard ever. He's never done an Imanari roll. He wrestles. He gets to your hips. He wrestles.
28% takedown accuracy. He has like 2 takedowns in the UFC. He wrestles. Absolute joke. I do think he wins only because Victor Martinez seems to get taken down by everybody. He doesn't seem to be able to defend takedowns. People get to him. He is in trouble in a lot of his fights. He's in trouble. And I have to imagine a jiu-jitsu nerd, the caliber of Jordan Leavitt, on his back, he's not going to be able to shake it the way that we've seen in some of his tape and some of his regional fights. So you and I are actually aligned on the pick. You just have to be an annoying kid brother about it.
No, I just have to correct you because people are going to think that this guy can't wrestle and he's just going to pull guard.
He can't wrestle. He cannot wrestle. He cannot wrestle.
Well, he can wrestle.
Statistically, he can't wrestle.
I think
he shoots 10 takedowns. He shoots 10 takedowns. He gets less than 3.
Well, he's getting them.
It's not even Hall of Fame.
Ryan Hall's not shooting takedowns. That's a jiu-jitsu nerd.
There's different levels of nerdom. You're on a different part of the spectrum than Corky from Life Goes On, but you're both on that spectrum.
No, I get where it's going now. Now, we moved the goalpost. I got it. That's what we do. It was there. I proved it wrong, so then you move it, and now that your argument works. I get it now. Go ahead.
There's more than one type of jiu-jitsu.
I get it now. Okay. There's no doubt about that.
I guess there's no scale.
No, I get it now.
I guess there's no scale.
Yeah. No, I 100% get it now.
Sure.
Angelo's, he'll do anything to kind of modify the argument to make himself right. That's for sure.
Okay. Anyway, we both think Jordan Leavitt wins despite the argument for some reason. No, fuck. It's Leavitt now.
No, you leave it.
I'm a leave. Yeah, that's exactly right. He is the underdog. The line has flipped. This is another fight on this card where this line is flipped. You have the twerk parlay. You got Jordan Leavitt and Aylin Perez. Both of them opened as favorites and will close as underdogs.
It wasn't my idea, but it's a great idea, and I do have the twerk parlay. Jordan Leavitt and Aylin Perez.
It's either going to be Vegas was right or the people are right. That's it. It's either Vegas or the public. Because Vegas said these two should win.
Yeah, and usually the public is absolutely wrong.
Not lately. Lately, yes. Usually the public has been correct. Is that what you said, or you said they're dumb?
The public, you always fade the public.
I agree, but they've been correct these last 2 weeks. We've seen the last 2 weeks. This is just off the top of my head. Like I said, we're going to do this analysis. But the last few weeks, just like with, what's his name? The freaking bum that screwed up the fourth leg of the safety parlay, that the public was right on a lot of those. So we'll see. We'll see. Twerk parlay, I'll be rooting for it. I have no money on Cowan other than against you. I'd rather your parlay
250,
hit.
Right?
I'd rather your parlay hit than me take the 100.
Yeah, move on from that. I would.
Because I'm a good friend. Because I'm a good friend. Well, I guess you're going to spend the $8,000 on the All-American wrestler, Jordan Leavitt?
I absolutely am. I have bets on him as well. I've checked premium. Those are going to hit.
Okay. All-American wrestler, Jordan Leavitt, will be in Jacob's DraftKings lineup.
Probably the best. Literally, it might be the best value on the card. I'm not even bullshitting at this point.
We both think he wins this fight. We both think he has very good jiu-jitsu. You somehow think he's a phenomenal wrestler. I think he's a trash can with his 28%.
I didn't say he's a phenomenal wrestler. I say he's not a jiu-jitsu. That was the argument. Again, you're changing the argument to try and make it sound like you're right. So